slowing on circuit. That is the 88 coming to a standstill. That's the leading car. Sandy Stuvik in the Mercedes, moving out of the way and pulling right off to the inside. Martin Vantage, the man who was third in the Sepang 12 Hours TC class back in 2015, so knows this place very well. Up to the top spot for the moment, though, comes the Craft Bamboo machine of Sandy Stuvik, who switched to GT racing in 2017, but it only returned to racing last year after hiatus brought on, I'm assuming, initially by COVID, but has actually done a significant job since then.
That's what we need to see more of. We need to see the fans being given the experience that they deserve. But through all of this, the Craft Bamboo team still have a great shot at winning this race. They've just quietly got on with the job. They've run as low as 5th at one stage, but Liang Jiatong in the Craft Bamboo Mercedes, they've kept it to what they can manage. Sandy Stuvik doing that double stint earlier on, just keeping it in the hunt, and Jeffrey Lee just ticking over nicely. They're not losing an insane amount of time, they're just keeping it nice and planted, and they've got 55 seconds over the absolute Audi thanks to that long pit stop that they had earlier on thanks to abusing track limits. And Bao Jinlong has got to respect track limits now at turn 6, and he's had a third warning, so that could be a real problem for the R&B Lamborghini. They cannot afford to have a track limits penalty at this late stage of the weekend. You've really got to watch yourself out there. But so far, it is the AMG Mercedes of Craft Bamboo who are looking to take the victory, and they are running a very solid race thanks to Liang Jiatong. It's looking very, very smooth indeed for them. And if you consider that so far it's been 11 years since the last Mercedes-Benz victory in the Sepang 12 Hours, you've got to go all the way back to 2012 with Nobuteru Taniguchi, Dominic Ang and Masataka Yanagida, who got the race won in 2012, having completed 319 laps to do so. It's not going to be 319 laps completed this time because we're not going to go the full 12 hours on this occasion. And hopefully next year when the race returns, we'll do 12 hours, but for logistics purposes and for, you know, the convenience of the teams as well, having to try and get everything back together. It's only just recently that Asia has opened up again since the worldwide pandemic, which of course is still with us. A lot of people obviously thinking that the worst is now behind us, but
see where this brings them into the equation. There he is just appearing through bottom of screen. Who will jump into the number 88 entry? I would suggest it's going to be Sandy Stuvik. I think by the look of the helmet, that's exactly who it is. He's certainly got plenty of energy. That was a fair launch. Take up baseball. So the Lambo looks like it's about due back on circuit. He's going to have a little bit of traffic. He's flashing the lights with Sandy Stuvik. Stuvik's just moved over and let him through. That's very gentlemanly because, I mean, what's going to prove at this stage of the race, making life difficult for the Porsche